And now that trial is over, let us continue. As we were going to do, we shall sift through the ashes. Perhaps the ashen-covered ground here holds some clue about what happened to the informant. That would be interesting if it did.
Visalia!
He was here! He was here! You mean Sandalwood? If I may ask, how can you be so certain? Let me guess, the scribes?
Maricasta?
I think from this, it says something. I don't know what it says, but I feel like it has to mean something. A note? May produces a small strip of bark she found in the ashes. At first it seems like nothing of interest, until you see a message carved onto the inside. You found a bark strip. It must mean something. This can be sold at the slug market? Okay. A sturdy strip of bark. On it is written, "Come to Cinderroot, S." Assumedly from Sandalwood. We shall notify the group of this. So, it's some kind of message from this Sandalwood guy? Seems that way. Which way to Cinderroot? A hushed clearing south of the Glade of Loo. Grounds well travelled by saps knowledgeable in the rites. Oh, okay. It is due west. Perhaps we can set forth early tomorrow, when the woods are still. Sounds good. Everyone, rest up. Big day coming up. Yep, still gonna study in private. Despite your growing knowledge of the Book of Rites, you yet struggle to grasp certain aspects of its teachings. Through greater understanding comes the reader's influence. And once again, gonna go with hope. As much as I harp on about how Jodariel is slow, we can still get some good use out of it with her perks and the talisman that she now has. You extract a deeper meaning from the words and teachings of the Book of Rites, one you feel in your core, yet struggle to articulate. Inspiration comes to you in a flash, whether from the book or from within, you cannot tell. You gain the reader's influence spirit, once more hope. Finish studying. And now we shall continue our journey, travelling west, southwest maybe, to Cinderroot. Yep, southwest to Cinderroot. A hushed clearing south of the Glade of Loo. You have reason to suspect the informant Sandalwood may have come through here. You arrive on the outskirts of Cinderroot, but once again, the informant Sandalwood is nowhere to be found. You sense the hopes of your companions waning as you search through the area yields nothing. Don't lose hope, I just got some. Then, something startles the little imp Tizo. Tizo seems to be crying out in surprise. He has spotted something. Or someone. Oh. You're a tree, sir. You do realise this, don't you? Of course, if you're a sap. That would make sense. Saps are tree people. Tree people are saps. And you are a sap, sir. A tall figure strides forward from the trees, making a sound like laughter. The imp charges towards him and leaps right into the figure's arms. They embrace. A very deep voice, huh? Hail, Tiz. I can't do a very deep voice for you, can I? Hail, Tizo. But you look famished. Here. The tall sap produces something that the imp swallows immediately and with great pleasure. Was it a fish? Tree-like creatures known for their ingenuity, cleverness, and ambition. Having allied with them, the Commonwealth achieved in decades what it could not achieve in centuries. Ah. The lone minstrel nods his head in affirmation. Everyone, I wish to introduce you to my client, Alfred Sandalwood. He is the lone minstrel's client, Headwind's informant, and the leader of the Nightwings. Also seems to be the puppeteer, pulling everyone's strings in the shadows. Interesting. It has been too long, Volfred, sir. Too long indeed, Tariq. I trust your new companions bring some colour to your days. They do, sir. I think that you shall find them worthy of the Nightwings. As Sap looks upon the lot of you, you cannot sense his thoughts. We shall see. Then he turns to you. You must be the reader. I'm certain that we all appreciate your efforts here, my boy, but we shall manage on our own from here on out. Excuse me? What? You're okay? just... Are you asking me to leave, sir? You're welcome to continue on with us, of course, though you are free to go. I trust you have been adequately compensated for your time. Thanks as well for looking after all my books. Hang on a minute. While you may be this, like I said, puppeteer pulling the strings from the shadows, you wish to just use me and discard me at your leisure, sir. You say I can still come along, but in... I do not like the sandalwood person. This is, quite a shock. You consider what to say to all of this. Wilfred intends to relieve you of your duties to the group. No. Sir? No, I do not think so. You have been assured your freedom. You categorically refuse to be cast aside so easily, of course. The leader of Nightwings has returned. You can tell when you are no longer wanted. Yeah, it wasn't exactly subtle, was it? All remain silent. This cannot be happening. To come this far only to be brushed aside by some strange sap. Yes, these are... all of my thoughts exactly, but no, I refuse to leave, sir. How dare you? You stand your ground, meeting Volfred's steady gaze, and assert to him that you don't feel your commitments to and from this group have yet been satisfied. Exactly. How dare you just... Once again, you may think yourself the leader, but how dare you just come in here and brush me aside? You think you can just do that, do you? Hold on. Thank you, Hedwyn, for stepping in. Volfred, sir, I'm Hedwyn. My companions and I are the ones who answered your call. We followed the signs you left for us. Now we're here, thanks to you, and also to this reader. Not just a reader, he is our friend. My friend. He's not disposable. Thank you! We made him a promise, and our freedoms are now intertwined. Alfred smirks at this. Freedom's not something to be traded or exchanged, my boy. I'd hope that you have come to grasp this much by now. He breathes a sigh. It seems we've started on the wrong foot. It's not my wish to sour the occasion, for there's much to do. You have a right you need to get to, do you not? I'll come along, or shall not interfere. But it seems you have a kinship with this reader of yours. Damn right! Bloody tree people. Now then, Tariq? Aye, Volfred, sir? Come, let's have a chat. Of course, sir. Volfred strides towards Blackwagon, which must have belonged to him. You sense many conflicting emotions among your companions. Yeah, hopefully. While we may have not have known each other for that long, I'd hope to think that they'd have my back on this occasion, considering this stranger has just come in and decided to take over. Volfred Sandalwood joined you. He knows much of her rights. Oh, I bet he does. Welcome aboard. Begrudgingly, I guess. Damn tree people. Your wagon cuts through a clearing to arrive at the Glade of Lugh, where the stars direct you. Alfred nods his approval, leaves everyone to their devices. Hey, Ron's back. You have more pages to read, and people to talk to. Ah. Yes, you wish to speak to me, do you? Yeah, I've got some words of my own, sir. As you approach Volfred Sandalwood, you feel very much aware that you reside within his black wagon, rather than he in yours. He studies you in silence for a time. Then... Tariq, if you have a moment. Aye, Volfred, sir. What is it? This reader. You deem him worthy by your estimation? The lone minstrel tilts his hat in your direction. If you wish my own estimation, Volfred, sir, then I do. Of course, it is not entirely for me to say, but I have seen this reader integrating with the others well. I believe that his achievements are self-evident in having reached Black Basin. Your instructions were deliberately difficult to follow, yet he and the others followed them. Indeed. Your words make sense as ever, Tariq. And what does little Tizo think of him, I wonder? Oh, quite happy it seems. Tizo indicates that, as a matter of fact, he is happy to have you around. Thank you. Thank you, Tizo. There you have it, sir. I see. He continues to examine you. High praise isn't often spoken by those two, my boy. Nevertheless, I shall be watching you, I'm sure, and I you. It's a... I just realised he has a pipe. Whether you intend to actually smoke something or not, it seems a bit strange for a tree to be smoking, is just all I'm saying. Now, pardon us, Tariq, and I have... Oh, sorry, pardon us. Tariq and I have matters to discuss. Yeah, sure. Yep. Also, fish still in the window even though we're not at sea. That's a thing I just noticed. May leave without another word, although you think you notice the lone minstrel look your way over his shoulder. Book of Rites. New page. The demon, in the words of Golgolophanian, the Master General. Emperor Mur, scarcely could I recognise him when I at last found him, a half-starved animal, horns sprouting from his head, a bestial mirror of his blackened reputation, and I, a man who conquered countries, feared my Emperor then in such a way as I had never known. My charge had been to slay this man, but when I discovered him, he was already fighting for his life. The little imp Haub proved of little help against the Sisters of the Arch, whose entire lives were culminating in this instance. I was unable to watch. My heart ached with such pity for the man, and for the love I felt for him when I had served him, that I sprang to his defence. The Sisters of the Arch? Ah. Assassins? That wouldn't be Sandra, would it? Counting each passing moment. Can I talk to you? Yeah, does have something new to ask. So, then, we are back on solid land, or something like it, I suppose I could have talked with her more back then. I'll have to just catch up now. Then, this must be Black Basin. Flames and noxious fumes on one side, suffocating forest on the other. Lovely, lovely place. So good of you to take me here. You truly would pursue those blasted stars until the farthest corners of this land, it seems. Though, I had better cease my blasphemy, or else the scribes themselves just might descend from up high and strike with me another much-deserved penalty. So it was the scribes that put you in this crystal. Huh. That seems quite hypocritical of them. If the scribes were there to assassinate the Emperor as well, same as you... That is quite conflicting. The thrill of such transgressions, reader. Sometimes it keeps me going, not that I have any real choice. Now, we had best get back to our normal business, as it were. Bid her farewell. Come visit me again sometime when you need further practice. Yeah, I probably should take you up on that. Sorry, Rookie. Anyway, on to the slip market. Oh, hey you guys. You know, I guess I didn't get the word out about this new franchise which we opened here just now. So give you a great deal, just tell your friends, okay? Are you following? Yes, once again, Falcon Run, are you following us? I imagine you could have other business with the other triumvirates. But okay, I guess. Oh, and hey there, Mr. Sandalwood. Oh, you know each other. Good day to you as well, Ron. Interesting. Once again, you've increased the price more. It's the same item. Damn it, Ron. Yeah. Yes, proceed. I'll keep the legendary talismans down here, just when I'm not using them. Yep, let's get rid of this spark. We don't need it anymore. And this new item, Right Light. Once per right, if the bearer's pyre is extinguished, it is instead restored by +5. Oh. Huh. A failed attempt to merchandise the sacred traditions of the scribes was intended to prolong the proceedings. And that it would do if it is a get-out-of-jail-free card once a right. That's not bad. But, even though my abilities have been somewhat, let's say, lopsided somewhat, I don't think we'll need it just yet. Oh, we can do our roster from here. That's interesting. Oh, they have a bio you can read? might have to do that next time. Next time I get a chance. That's how you get a repeat customer there, Dad. You give him a deal. Thanks, Ron. Gosh. Ah, that's right. We have a right to commence. You and your fellow exiles arrived at the sacred site called Glade of Lu, and now look to the stars in the sky to signal the beginning of the next rite. The roads about you bring a sense of tranquility you have not felt in some time, but then you notice one of the trees move. Not more tree people, please. It shuffles towards you and regards you with an exaggerated yep, more tree people.
Sacre ma spectacular.
That sounded quite posh. And this music would give the same feeling. Is that what voice this person's gonna have? Well, goodness, by the roots of Luscorian, it would appear the rumours are correct. The Nightwings have returned. Ugh. That's that voice. Not a fan. Oh, but where are my manners, One moment. The sap claws at his mask with his wispy fingers. Oh god, it is like a... Much better. H. Madly Tinderstaff, at your service. Perhaps you've heard of me? Nope, not at all. Here's a sycophant who seems certain he will land a position of high standing once he is free. Okay. My fellows and myself, you perhaps know us as the Chastity. We soon shall stand against you in the rites. For now I am just whiling away the time, making small talk. A triumvirate bent on exploiting the rights to gain status in the Commonwealth. Wow. Okay then. Now then, as I have introduced myself, your turns. To whom am I speaking? Then in your mind's eye you see Volfred and hear his voice. Manly Tinderstaff. How did his voice go? Manly Tinderstaff is not to be trusted. Reveal neither yourself to him, nor me. Well? Beneath her mask, Jodario stares back at him in silence. You suspect Volfred's message may have reached every member of the group. Why now? How very rude indeed. Well, fine. Ignore me. But you do so at your peril. We didn't even get a choice? I could have ratted on him? Oh, I wouldn't have, but if it was an option. Anyhow, once this evening's rite commences, any moment now, then I'm afraid ignoring me won't be an option any longer. Oh, and now I do believe the sky is beginning to show. We'll have to chat again some other time. Now, come along, come along. Ugh. Manly bows again and wanders off into a clearing as the stars begin to burn. Indeed. Once again the voice will appear and berate us. Once again we participate in the rites. Once again against a new opponent. Oh dear.